Assalamu alaikum, good morning. Dr. Ahmed Awais again. 24th September, and a very good sunny morning to all of you. And as you can see, I'm about to have my breakfast, tea, with a very special naan khatai from Lahore. My elder brother, Habib Hassan, he sent me this recently via a friend. So I'm gonna enjoy this. And while I was having this tea and naan khatai, I was just having a thought in my mind, which I have decided to share it in a video. That how do we treat people within our social circle or within our families, especially. How do we treat people differently? I mean, on what basis, on what grounds? There is one of my aunt, my paternal side aunt. She is a teacher, and I was just reminded of her, and so I thought to just discuss it very briefly in a video. The thing is, she is a teacher from last, I think, 30 years. While I was growing up, as far as I can go into my memory lane, so I can think of her as a teacher, who is teaching in a girls' school, in back in Gujranwala. So, but I mean, her case is a perfect example that how we differentiate our behaviors between people based on their occupation, based on their financial status, based on their financial standing. So technically, if you see, theoretically, technically, Islamically, or maybe morally as well, so we are supposed to give a huge respect to teachers, around us. And what more you can ask when you have a teacher within your own family? But I have seen that she has not availed that level of respect, that level of seriousness, that level of regard from other people around her social circle. And when I say social circle, I mean the relatives, not the friend circle, right? So, I mean the family circle. People have taken her for granted for no reason because she is not good in financial status. And other people who are better than her in terms of financial health, they used to get undue respect. Even though, let me tell you, even though their intellect was not even 50% of hers, their intellect, their thought process, their way of dealing with people, their behavior, the positivity, nowhere near, no match. But in terms of respect, they were on top because other people around the family, within the family, they were trending this set. They were trending. They were setting this trend. They were setting these standards to follow. And luckily, our generation, my generation at least, in my generation, this is not to the prevailing to with that extent that it used to be in the previous generation. So it is very sad. It still makes me sad when I think of it. Whether it comes to any, sorry, I have to take a sip. Whether it has to do with any discussion, any family matter, you know, any marriage debate going on, anything that has to do with serious decision making, her point of view or her presence has not been given the same amount of importance the way the other people, with low intellect, with zero intellect, with pathetic nature, with rude behaviors, with rebellious behaviors, what they used to get, a serious dilemma that we can see around, and maybe you guys can relate with my reflection in this video. That are we treating the people based on their character, based on their profile, that how healthy they are in terms of a person, as a personality, and especially if they are a teacher, so just because they are not up there financially, we don't treat them, the same way. So Alhamdulillah, I will talk about myself, my brother, and we don't, carry this forward, Alhamdulillah, we are negating this legacy, and we have always tried to, give her the respect that she deserves, actually, right? So just a small thought, and I would like to end this video with this thought, that we need to reflect on our thought process, on our cultural trends that are set by our older generations before us. So we need to rethink. We need to rethink that where we are doing wrong. Where we are going wrong, maybe, and how that person will feel. Especially if I talk about my aunt, how, just imagine her feeling, the psychological impact she could have received from this. God knows. I mean, when I will see her next time in Pakistan, I will record a video. I will record an interview with her. May Allah give her health, and then I will share her thoughts. What her feelings were at the time when she used to see that discrepancy, that kind of differentiation, that kind of discrimination. That's a very serious offense, I will say. It's a serious offense that our people around us, our social circle, our families, our culture, our society is integrating this. We need to stop carrying it forward. And Alhamdulillah, I can say, me, my family, my immediate family, my brother, my father, we are not carrying it forward. Alhamdulillah. So with this thought, Dr. Ahmed Awaz signing off for today's video. Thank you so much, and see you next time.